Okay, so we're going to begin the interview. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for taking some time to answer some of my questions here. Just do a quick introduction. I'm a Columbia grad student, architecture, working with some journalist students currently on a story that we're investigating the New York City wooden water tanks, and we're hoping through a narrative to show why water tanks are still used, how they work, and the network of responsibilities associated with their maintenance from both the city's view and the private view of the landlord. So yeah, any helpful answers to these questions would be great. So you already expressed that you don't want to be sharing your name with us today, but would you mind sharing the 2 restaurants you work at in the city?
Sure. I work at Flat Top, which probably a lot of Columbia students know because I see them all the time. And then also Loring Place on 8th Street.
Okay, well thanks. We serve a lot of people water, and I think there's a conversation there. So here's the first question. Do you live in New York City?
Yes.
How long have you lived here?
Almost a year and a half.
Cool. Do you drink New York City tap water, or do you prefer filtered and bottled water?
The answer to both is yes. I drink New York City tap water, but I prefer filtered. I don't really drink bottled water.
Why is that?
I think as long as you have a filtration system, what's the point of using all the plastic? And I like to drink filtered water because even if New York City does have really nice water, it has to go through a lot of pipes and different places, so just an extra step.
Sure. Okay, next question. Do you have any level of awareness of water tanks that sit on the rooftops of many apartments here in the city? And have you ever noticed any water pollution coming out of your pipes working at the restaurant or at home?
As far as the water tanks, what my level of awareness of them is that, yeah, I know that they're on many of the buildings around the city, and a lot of residents use it for drinking water. I don't believe the restaurants I work in come from the water tanks up top. In my own personal apartment, I've noticed some, I don't want to call it pollution, but something in the water. Sometimes it will make the shower pink, or so it's not always purely clean water.
All right, those are great. Just hold on here a second. Sorry, it's my first interview. Do any of these questions make you more curious about New York City water tanks?
Well, so far there's only been one question about the water tanks themselves, so yes.
Okay. Well, do you know that these tanks are common breeding grounds for bacteria?
I could imagine. It's not the best news to hear.
How does it make you feel knowing that 50% of the water tanks tested in a group survey tested positive for coliform bacteria, as well as a third testing positive for E. coli?
Yeah, that's definitely not what you want to hear. 50% is an incredibly large number, so I'm wondering why we don't know about this. Why don't more people know about that?
More people don't know about this. That's what journalism is here for, right? We're helping share the story.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what our attempt is, to hopefully establish a level of awareness for people, but also to illuminate some of the rights that they might not have currently. So this follow-up question is, do you feel that you should have the right to verify that your drinking water has been inspected and verified and safe for consumption? Do you think you should have that right?
Me as an individual have that right?
Sure.
I mean, I've drinking the water and been fine, and another reason why that number is so shocking is because I know many people that drink New York City water, and in fact brag about it being so great. Like, people boast, call it New York City's finest, and we're not all getting sick from E. coli, so just
Fair enough. Yeah.
So I think I could verify that if a guest was over at my house and I said, you can drink the water and you'll be fine, you'll be safe, it's safe to drink, I believe that statement.
Well then, how do you feel about serving customers tap water? Sound like you're okay.
Yeah, they seem proud to be drinking it.
Okay, last question. What means do you think should be required by landlords to make you convinced that the water in these wooden water tanks are safe to drink?
Why can't they be tested?
Well, they can be tested, but what has been shown is that there is no requirement to show proof of inspection.
Mm-hmm.
So oftentimes what happens are these tanks are neglected and under-maintained. And through the neglect, they're exposed to conditions where bacteria grow. So would you feel more comfortable knowing a clear communication that your water tank has been inspected? I mean, this would be similar to, let's say, your elevator inspection or your fire safety system in your building.
Obviously, anytime you have proof of inspection, you're going to be more comfortable. I think that's more of a case-by-case basis because many people will go into the apartments without wanting to see proof of elevator inspection. To actually see the notice, a lot of people just trust that their building that they're moving into, they can kind of judge it from the landlord, from the super, whoever it is, and the quality of the apartment. You can usually figure out what you're paying for. And you should have the right to ask for those documents, but that's not upon you. It shouldn't be a requirement.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time. And do you mind if I use any of these specific quotes in publishing the story, just as an academic assignment?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Thank you very much, and have a good day.